living in a traditional Cambodian family, my mom has always made fermented foods. Like, I remember her pickling green apples and just all sorts of fruits and vegetables, Asian vegetables, and she'd pickle them, but she's never canned them. And I don't think where she came from they knew how to can. Everything was either fresh or fermented. It's been passed down through traditions of family members, and the funny thing is, they just knew how to do it just intuitively. To ferment means taking some time. Not that it is difficult, it's very, very extremely easy. It's that process, that slow process of waiting and letting your food break down and become sour through natural fermentation instead of using vinegar or any other types of preservative or chemicals. It's just taking more time and more conscience to make something and to slice, to shred, to squeeze, to make a fermented sauerkraut, for example, and then letting it sit on a counter at room temperature, which is, to most people, really scary. But it's not, and people have done this for thousands of years, and it's everywhere all over the world. There are lots of wonderful benefits to eating fermented foods. Number one, it's raw, it's unpasteurized, so you use salt to help kill the opportunistic bacteria and let the good bacteria grow to help you digest your foods better, and also for you to absorb more nutrients from your foods. It's kind of like a pre-digestion of your foods. We have come away from our traditional ways of preparing foods. We don't understand the difference between raw and pasteurized fermented foods and canned foods, or foods that have been heat treated. So I'm finding that like young couples or young families don't know how to cook, or they haven't been taught how to cook at home. It wasn't something that's important in the family to teach their children why we need to cook for ourselves, why we need to eat fermented things. Each families have their own priorities. Learning how to prepare foods is not one of them. So everything always has to be fast and convenient, but to the detriment of their family's health. So it's just emphasizing to the children how, as a family, how important it is to teach your kids how to cook. And that it's part of living. Yes, soccer is great, and learning to play violin is fun and important too, because you're being creative. Cooking is also creative. It's an art.